Hello and welcome to another blog highlight video. I'm Isaiah Henkel with Cheeky Scientist, and today's article is on 7 ridiculous errors I made during my first site interview. The first error is not having questions prepared, thinking that you just have to show up and then all of the interviewers will ask you questions. They will lead the way, they'll be in charge. Realize that when you go to a site visit, especially for a PhD level job, you're in charge, the ball's in your court. You have to set the pace. You have to also take initiative to ask the questions that are going to allow you, right, to respond in the way that you want to respond. It's going to allow you to sell yourself as the correct candidate. So for example, you could ask somebody, can you tell me about a time when you've hired a candidate in the past where they did a really good job of fitting themselves into the company culture? Yes, that's actually a question you should have prepared and you can ask, because what the interviewer will do then is give you the answer that's going to help you for the rest of your interview, right? They're going to tell you exactly what you need to do to fit yourself into the company culture, exactly what they're looking for in terms of you fitting yourself into the company culture. Okay, so asking the right questions, seeing yourself as the interviewer is crucial. The second is making sure that you understand how much energy goes into a site visit, okay? Once you get on the plane, the interview starts. Why? Because there could be other job candidates on the plane. There could be other people that are coming to the same location that you're coming to that already work at that company, right? So you want to dress up like you're interviewing first, right when you step on the plane, when you take that first step onto the plane. Certainly when you get to the hotel, which very usually it's a hotel that has a partnership with a company, especially for a big company, the company will ask people at that hotel, how did this person's stay go, right? They might try to find out details about how polite you were when you checked in. Everything matters. When you show up in the parking lot, I know companies that have cameras in their parking lot and they will look at candidates as they arrive, as they come in. They will certainly ask the front-facing staff, the receptionist, the people that greet you at the door, what they thought of you, what your first impression is, okay? So being on like that, right, takes a lot of energy. And you have to be on for the entire day. Very often they will fly you in early and fly you out the same day. Otherwise, they'll fly you in very early, even if it's across the country. You'll interview all day long because they want to maximize their time with you, right? And then they'll fly you out very early the next day. It's a taxing process. Be ready for it. Set your expectations correctly. Finally, communicate with HR. You want to know how to perform well at your interview? Ask. The biggest mistake that a lot of PhDs make is they don't ask or stay in touch with the HR person or whoever their main contact is at the company after they secure the site visit. They say, okay, we're going to bring you out in a week or 2 weeks or whenever it might be, and they just wait for, again, the other person to take initiative, to contact them and say, we have your flights booked, etc. You should be communicating with the HR person, your main contacts, that entire time. Ask them questions. What happens during the day of the interview? It's not a secret, right? They're not trying to surprise attack you or anything. They want you to be prepared. They want to see your best side. So if you ask them about how many interviews you'll have to go through, whether or not you're going to give a talk on your site visit, who the audience is at your talk, if there's going to be a lunch, a dinner, what time they'll usually fly you in. Again, ask these questions. They will answer them. They want to see that you're thinking ahead and you're preparing yourself. So those are just 3. If you want to check out the remaining 4, make sure you check out this week's blog article. Again, 7 ridiculous errors I made on my site visit. And I'll see you next time. Remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.